back in March, when AT&T held their analyst investor day, whatever it was called, they did not release the numbers for the Snyder Cut. And I genuinely believe that Warner Brothers is trying
intentionally
so hard to bury the Snyderverse and to just forget, like push it out of their mind, the whole Zack Snyder thing, that they will not release the numbers because they don't want people to know how successful it was.
Yes. And I saw news that when you looked up this Zack Snyder cut, that the Rotten Tomato score on it was actually the one from the Josh Whedon one.
Really?
About that. Yeah. I'm telling you, man, don't get me started on it, man.
Pissing
I
me
swear,
off, man.
Yeah.
You know,
it's literally a moment right there. Because every time I keep thinking of the Snyderverse, it's like, why is Warner Bros. Continuously trying to like intentionally sabotage the success of it?
Again, it's like they have a winning lottery ticket. And they crumple it up, they rip it up, and they throw it in the garbage can and throw a match in to go buy a $2 scratch off. Like that's what it feels like they're doing. You have the key. You are like, your entire business model is set on trying to be like Marvel and trying to appeal to Marvel's fans and like get on your knees for Marvel's fans. And you are blowing that. Like, after,
what's even worse is, I'm sorry, but what's even worse is that even the actors of the Justice League,
it's everybody.
They want to go.
It's
like
everybody.
Henry Cavill was in talks to like play either Hercules or Captain Britain in the MCU, and it's like, that sounds like shit, but honestly, I'd go for it.
No, and you know what? I kind of hope that Disney picks up Henry Cavill, and
because he's a pretty good actor.
I would love to see them give a character to Zack Snyder.
What?
Let Zack Snyder direct something.
Oh, okay, I got you.
Give the Punisher or Ghost Rider to Zack Snyder. Something dark, something gritty, something that you can kind of. And I know it's Disney; they're not going to go as dark as the Snyder. I mean, there's not going to be like F-bombs galore or anything like that, you know.
Yeah.
But they could do it. Give it to Zack Snyder, man. I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. And again, if all of those people that were threatening the Warner executives, you guys suck. Like, don't do that. Like, that is not what we're doing. That's not the way. If you want to restore to the Snyderverse, that ain't the way. I don't even mean this poorly on one person or any certain group of people. I think that they are making such a crappy decision by doing what they're doing. And I didn't even mean this to be another rant. But you know, given the, but we're here, aren't we?
Yeah, we're here.
Given the whole restore the Snyderverse movement, you know, I think they're hiding how much of a success this was, and it's not even just WarnerMedia; it's AT&T too, because AT&T owns all of that. But Samba TV, which is a television analyst application, they decided to do the right thing and publish their Snyder Cut numbers. They decided to do it. I saw this on geekositymagazine.com, which is Mikey Sutton's website, his magazine. He's an industry insider. He has a lot of inside scoops on different things. So here are the statistics that I found that Samba TV released for Zack Snyder's Justice League. It was watched in 3.7 million households in the first 40 days.
Damn.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. For 40 days, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It beat every other movie on HBO Max other than Wonder Woman 1984. Now, think about this. Wonder Woman,
I could have sworn Godzilla surpassed it.
It may have now. I'm not sure when this article was published.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty recent, but Godzilla may have passed it.
And even Mortal Kombat is kind of surpassing it.
I don't know if Mortal Kombat did.
I don't know. We'll have to double check the numbers on that.
Yeah, we'll have to look.
HBO Max is going to be like,
it's going to be a big deal.
Yeah, like it's gonna rise up to the Netflix level, and
I think Disney Plus and HBO Max are going to surpass Netflix very soon, if they haven't already. So. I think honestly, I think they might have already. And again, when Stranger Things comes back, which obviously we know Stranger Things is coming back soon. We just had, teaser trailer drop and all that stuff going on. Their accounts are becoming active again. Stranger Things is going to come back. And again, that's going to, bring more revenue and things like that. All the Spider-Man films from Sony, Spider-Man and Venom, we just saw that those properties are going to but they're going to be shared with Netflix. So the Maguire trilogy, both of Andrew Garfield's films, Tom Holland Spider-Man films, the Venom films, they're going to be on Netflix, I believe in 2023, 22 or 23.
Yeah, but that's sometimes down the line, man. Like that's
right.
Like a lot can happen. A lot can happen.
They can grow a lot in a year and a half.
Yeah.
But yeah, so other than Godzilla vs. Kong, most likely, and Wonder Woman 1984, it beat everything else on HBO Max. Now, Godzilla vs. Kong, I think, has a wider audience. There were more people interested in Godzilla vs. Kong than there were in the Snyderverse.
Big
Wonder
lizard,
Woman,
big monkey.
Right?
Yeah, that's all that mattered.
Ape versus monster, which I swear we're gonna do a trailer reaction for. Have you seen that?
I need to see it.
Have you seen what it is though, that it exists?
It's so how can I put this lightly?
We're going off track right now.
I know, but that's not the first time they've done something like this.
I purposely didn't watch the trailer because I want us to do a reaction, because I want to roast the crap out of it while we're on here.
It's interesting because like it's not the first time they've done it. There's been plenty of like off-brand movies like that, and they're fine in their own rights, but they are terrible. CGI is trash.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
we should do a commentary on this like the first time we watch it, just because like I kind of want to watch it just because I feel like we would roast this thing. It'd be funny.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it'd be pretty funny.
I agree. And honestly, shameful enough as it is, I was such a big monster fan back then that I would watch them. I would go to Blockbuster, find them, and want to watch them because I was just so into big monster movies.
Right.
Even though they sucked dick.
Yeah.
So
anyways, if you look at Wonder Woman 1984, that came out at Christmas time. Everybody was home, everybody was off. Yeah. Plus the COVID numbers were still really bad, so everybody was at home anyways. So factor in everybody was at home, not busy to watch Wonder Woman 1984. The Snyderverse was a little bit different. We were in a little bit of a better place with COVID. People were back at work. People were back at school. And it's also it was a rated R kind of thing. So kids probably, obviously kids watched it, but little kids probably weren't watching Zack Snyder's Justice League. So I don't know. Why do you think that they're still trying to bury the numbers just because they want to push their story and their universe?
They want to give definitive reasons as to why they should move on with their story instead of the Zack Snyder. Because if the numbers don't lie, like if the Zack Snyder Justice League is actually a top hitting movie over all of the other ones that they've made, then yeah, I mean, obviously they're going to be pushed to continue the Snyderverse. But if they keep trying to suppress these numbers down, it's just going to help their agenda with just continue on with the shitty story that they have. Granted, I would love to see Blue Beetle. I would love to see a live action Blue Beetle, but it's just not time to do it, to be honest.
Yeah, and I don't know. Like, have you seen? Again, I didn't even plan on talking about this, but they're officially searching for a black Superman with a black director. Like, they are like that. I believe that was on the Hollywood Reporter as well. They're doing that. Like, they're looking to reboot Superman with a black actor and a black director.
Guys, I didn't have that reaction because of that, but it's just that I don't know. It's, again, granted, I'm hype about it. Would love Michael B. Jordan to do it. Shout out Michael B. Jordan.
He won't. He already said he won't.
Oh, fuck, why?
He was like, I'm all for it. That's awesome. But he was like, I'm not going to do it.
Yeah. But, god damn it. Sorry, guys. Sorry. DC, what the fuck?
Okay, here's the thing. I think that is awesome. Do it. Please do it. Like, especially after everything we've been through, Black Lives Matter. Do it. That is freaking awesome. But Henry Cavill is so good. You are trying to push this multiverse thing. You're already going to have a different You're going to have the Matt Reeves Batman. You're going to have the multiverse happening with the Flash, where you're bringing back the Tim Burton universe plus Ben Affleck's Batman. So you're going to have 3 different Batmans. Why can't you have 2 Supermans? And again, are they really not bringing back Henry Cavill and doing a Man of Steel 2 or incorporating him in Shazam or in something like that? Why? Because you're trying to bury Zack Snyder's universe? Because you don't want to continue what Zack Snyder built? You know?
Yeah, I don't.
Even if you don't want to continue what Zack Snyder did, you can have a black Superman and you can have Henry Cavill playing Superman at the same time. If you're going to do the multiverse thing, do the multiverse thing. And I would say the same thing to Marvel. They can go back and do Spider-Man 4. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man 4 would have turned 10 years old today.
I saw those memes.
It would have. But like, I don't know.
It was a tweet from Sony Pictures saying releasing Spider-Man 4 on May 6, 2013 or 14, right? Yo, I swear those are fucking hilarious. And it's sad, but I mean, if it's done, it's done. Whatever is done is done. I don't think they should make a Spider-Man 4. The deed is done. Just finish the story with No Way Home. Just finish it. But there shouldn't be another one. I'm sorry. Like, what is the end goal with the movies and their vision to do that? And my question is, what is Warner Bros.'s goal with all of these other films? Because, again, for you to say that they're on a winning lottery ticket, what's your goal other than just to generate revenue and just generate like you said, it's a business. Like, you want to get as much money as you can. Obviously, these movies right here that they're listing out generate some revenue. Black Superman, fantastic. Guess what? You're gonna get a lot of people over there.
Exactly. Yeah, it's gonna kick butt.
But are you helping your franchise with it and propelling the story that's already been solidified? Because in my opinion, without the Zack Snyder movies, the DCEU is everywhere. There's no
real continuity to it.
There's no continuity, which is fine. Okay, granted, it's fine. We don't have to have continuity.
Not really.
No, look, we don't have to have continuity. Yes, it is the era of continuity movies, but
it is.
But like, if you're going to initially attempt it and just kick the fucking bucket of it, what are you doing? It just goes to show that the head of Warner Bros. They really honestly don't know what they're doing. They said, yeah, well, we got a plan and everything. And then after that interview, they were like, okay, guys, we need a plan.
Yeah.
We don't know what we're doing. So
I don't know. I'm so hype about a Black Superman, and I think that idea is so cool.
Mm-hmm.
But again, I feel bad for Henry Cavill, because I think Henry Cavill genuinely enjoyed playing that role, and I think he likes playing Superman. I think he's my favorite Superman, and I was never a Superman guy. Like, I never really cared about Superman.
Mm-hmm.
Even as a kid, he was never. I just didn't care.
I started liking Superman.
I genuinely liked his movies. I really did.
I started liking Superman fairly recently because they started making comics, and the comics and the New 52 and all that other reboots were starting to make him more of a complex character instead of like a purely ex machina character in all these shows. And whenever Henry Cavill, fun fact, when Henry Cavill auditioned for Superman, and like he was accepted, or they chose him and they gave him the call, he said that he almost missed the opportunity to be Superman because he missed the call of the director because he was playing World of Warcraft. That's a nerd right there.
That's awesome.
And that just goes to show how much everyone fucking loves Henry Cavill. Like, he's perfect for the role. And I mean, perfect. I don't think there's any role. I don't think there's. Are there rumors of him like getting kicked out, writing him off and stuff, or they just have no set plans? Because you see how with the MCU, not only are the movies like and the storylines are important, but the actors' contracts are just as much in the spotlight.
Oh yeah,
as anything. Like the reason why everyone anticipated, we all knew Robert Downey Jr. was going to die in Endgame. We all knew because of the contract that was signed with RDJ. Like, they all knew like his contract was up.
And well, they renewed everybody else's contract except for the
his.
People that were going to die.
Like, yeah, you know? So that was the case. Like, you knew exactly what was going to happen. The thing is with DC, like, I don't know Henry Cavill's contract with Warner Bros. Like, I don't know what their game plan is.
I wonder if they signed for multiple movies or if they just signed for one. Like, did they just sign for one film? For each film they do? Because I think like RDJ or Scarlett Johansson or Chris Evans or somebody like that, Chris Pratt, I think they signed for multiple films at a time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think Tom Holland's contract for Spider-Man was for 3 or 4 films, because you had Civil War. He's in 5.
No, his contract was signed for 3 movies, obviously, and a couple of cameos. Obviously, Civil War, Infinity War, and Endgame. Yeah. So that's how their contracts work, and you could tell. For me, it could be maybe just for me, but for some people out there, like, they can tell how the story's going to go based on these contracts. Like, take a look for Drax. Here's a hot take on Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Drax is going to die because Dave Bautista's contract is ending on that one.
I think he's going to die in Thor: Love and Thunder. I do.
Either one,
especially after what we reported. We didn't really originally report that. We just talked about it. We didn't report shit, but we talked about it with Gore the God Butcher. It was a rumor. Again, we're not spreading. I'm not pushing the rumor forward. I'm just saying we were talking about it. There was a rumor that Drax is supposed to die in Thor: Love and Thunder. I don't know, but I didn't see. You knew that. I didn't even know that about his contract, about Dave Bautista's contract.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and plus, like, I already knew, like, since he's in talks of going to DC and wanting to do Bane, but
you're going the wrong way, friend.
I know, right?
Put it in reverse, Terry.
do you know what's awful is that I know why he did it is because obviously with the whole James Gunn thing, he was really upset, and DC was actually getting some steam.
The James Gunn thing.
Yeah, James Gunn. Whenever they blacklisted him for something he said on Twitter.
Yeah, but that was,
Yeah,
I think
but
that's been
when he
cleared
was,
up now, though.
yeah, that's what's fucking hilarious is that Dave Bautista was so mad with Marvel that I think his contract is just gonna phase out.
Oh, they're
And
not gonna
yeah,
renew him.
yeah, and now that
Mm.
James Gunn is coming back, Dave Bautista's like, well, fuck, I jumped off the ship a little too early.
I don't know.
I
Well,
could be
dude, James
wrong.
Gunn
I
is
could be
smart because
wrong. I'm
James
just
Gunn's playing
throwing.
both sides. He's got the
Yeah.
Suicide Squad. He's got Guardians. I mean, dude, James, think about this. James Gunn has two of the most successful IPs for DC and Marvel right now. He's got like arguably two of the most successful parts of both sides of the coin.
We'll have to see with Suicide Squad because we can't know for sure if it was.
We can't know for sure.
Yeah,
I think it looks baller though. It looks really, really good.
I think if depending on the success of Suicide Squad, I think James Gunn is going to be one of the most top-notch directors of.
He's going to be a sought-out director, man, and I think he's already a sought-out director. He's already great, but I think if he crushes Guardians 3 and the Suicide Squad,
yeah.
He is gonna be a sought after dude, man.
He is.
But
we veered off hard.
We did all of that to say, I just do a Black Superman, do Blue Beetle, do Matt Reeves Batman, do Suicide Squad, do all of this stuff. But you gotta, if you want to compete with Marvel, it's gotta tie in somehow. There has to be some kind of continuity, you know.
And honestly,
I don't.
Warner Bros is doing fine. Not only the DCEU. The DCEU is like it's trying to pick up its weight, but Warner Bros as a whole, it's doing fine. Like look at all the movies they just dropped, and they're generating a lot of revenue.
That's
like,
part of why I think they don't. I don't know why
they're not.
They're fine. They're fine without the DCEU.
Yeah, exactly. I think that's why they're not really like taking all this stuff seriously because they're making enough money as is. But it's like you're making a hell of a lot of money. Why not just throw these extra projects out here? Like, just
why not make more?
Yeah, like why not? Why stick with one line?
Yeah, I just
why not just jump to another one? You got the money, you got the resources. Let's. I'm gonna keep it $150. You got the resources to do like these two storylines for sure.
Right.
So just go ahead, drop that band. Just go for it. I don't know why you ain't, because obviously Warner Bros is it's a long-standing studio. Like they have amazing resources. And
it's a great studio. One more time. I just it's nothing personal. I just wholeheartedly disagree with what they're doing with this universe, man. And I'm rooting. It's not that I'm not rooting for them. Like I'm rooting for Matt Reeves' Batman to be great. I am rooting for this Black Superman film to be great. I am rooting for Blue Beetle. I want it to be good. I just, from what we've heard, it really feels like they're just not even trying. Like they're just like, oh, we're gonna go this way. Never mind. Bye.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.